I love when we're here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Frankenmuth, Michigan. And we're about halfway done harvesting the sunflower field here we started on last episode. We're also, I don't know what, maybe a small half the way here on the potatoes, everyone. Just harvesting the little section up here that, well, as you've seen from last episode, our potatoes died on us. Great source of sorrow there, right, everyone? Great source of sorrow. I'm sure everyone was really torn up on that one, everyone. But anyway, don't worry, everyone. Don't worry. For those of you all worried about the potatoes, don't worry. We were able to revive them. The potatoes have been brought back to life. Yeah, thanks to the developer mod there, everyone. We just, I don't know, what would you call that, everyone? I don't even know what you'd call that. We kind of sort of like revived the field, replant it, whatever. We brought it back to the alive state, I guess. Let's put it that way, everyone. Unfortunately, as a result of that, that did screw up our the fields here, apparently. So something to, as I mentioned last episode, make note of. And if you do use that mod for messing with your fields, keep in mind, if you have modified the field boundaries, it's going to remodify them and put them back to the way they originally were. I guess, at least that's what it looks like it does, which, yeah, well, anyway, I thought I had this set up in a much smarter fashion, which I think most of you folks would probably agree is much smarter this way, right? Field 10, 11 combined up, and then we got 22, 23, 26 all combined up there. So yeah, makes a lot more sense there to me anyway. So yeah, sunflowers are going quite nicely. Everyone had a little bit of trouble there between episodes, I guess, getting auto drive to do its thing. Seems like it's running halfway decent here now. Had to make a few adjustments. I don't know, auto drive, and I think it's mostly the double hopper trailer that's causing me most of my problems here at this point. It might be time, everyone. There are apparently, they used to be called Courseplay friendly trailers back in Farming Sim in 19, but I guess we can call them auto drive friendly trailers now in 22, where they take the same model of trailer, everyone, and make it all one fill type. So no matter if you're filling from the back here, you're filling from the front, it all fills the entire trailer, and it don't matter, right? So then that just kind of alleviates the whole auto drive problem with multiple hoppers, which, yeah, no, like I said, it's definitely been a bit of a problem here for me. I'm still struggling to see if we can make it work. And like I said, it might be time everyone just kind of move on. And yeah, that's enough of the whole multiple hopper trailer dilemma problem thing, right? Anyway, how are we looking over here? Yeah, I think auto drive. Pipe's on the other side that are auto drive. Just saying. What are you doing? I have no idea what auto drive's even doing. No idea. Combine is almost full. And he's like really close too. So if he's like gonna have to cut across the other side, that's not gonna be so good. Yeah, bud, what are you doing over here? What you doing on this side? And I'm not sure why he keeps like zigzagging every now and then. Like, I don't know if he's trying to get over to the other side. Who knows? Oh, there he goes. I don't know. Now he's doing something different. Now he's just backing down the field. It really makes you scratch your head sometimes when you start watching these auto drive and AI workers, and you're like, what in the world, right, everyone? Now he's just gonna stop there. Find a repair. Well, who cares? You don't need a repair station there, bud. Probably, actually, maybe he does. It's a red tractor. What do you expect? They always need repairs. Yeah, he could probably use a few repairs. About the cart. And might as well repair the cart too. Okay, there we go. It's all repaired up. Yeah, I don't know why he just stopped there. That seems kind of weird. And now the combine's full. Okay, now, tractor, you were like following us along here a few moments ago. Now would be a great time to, like, do your thing. Huh? Yeah? There he goes. Okay. So yeah, anyway, this episode, I'm going to continue working on the sunflowers here. Might even take over the combine here at some point. We'll see once. And then once we're done with this field, that's actually a good question. Where are we going to move on to next? Actually, what's ready to harvest? Let's go check here a minute. Okay, so those are both cornfields, right? Yes, both cornfields are ready to harvest. I suppose we could actually get started on that. I forget what size header we got on this. Oh, that's a draper head. We don't even have, actually, the corn head is over here. That is that a 12 row? Yeah, we got a 12 row corn head. We could potentially look and see if we can get ourselves a nice 16-row corn head. I don't know. Let's actually go check them. What do we have for like a large corn head available to us here in the game? We do have a 16. Is that a 16 on 30 though? I think it is, isn't it? That sure looks like a regular one. 12 meters. Yeah, 12 meters wide. And the only reason I talk about this, everyone, actually a prime example right here, everyone. This is an 18-row header. So we got a 18-row header. We got a 16-row header. For those of you maybe not familiar with agriculture, you might be thinking, well, hey, let's go with 18-row. It's bigger, right? 18 rows versus 16 rows. Yes, Evan, but you'd be very much wrong on that. Why Giants even includes this in the game, everyone, I don't know. Probably shows their lack of understanding of actual like farming, if you ask me, Evan. But anyway, 18-row header, everyone. It's on, and I don't know. I don't know if you can even look this information up or not. Would it tell you? Maybe it would. The 4418 F1 here, it probably says somewhere. It's probably on 20 or 22 inch, or it's probably somewhere on the 20-inch row width. So the rows are only 20 inches apart, give or take a couple inches. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure what this exact one is, everyone. It is 10 meters wide, so, well, like I said, it's probably 20-inch row spacing, give or take a couple inches. Then you go over to this head, everyone, 16 rows, and that's what that means with a 16, by the way. You can also count them, too, if you want. But 16 rows, everyone, on 30-inch spacing, so hopefully that makes sense. Quite a few more, right? There's another 16 row, but what spacing? 12.2 meters, so that tells me it's probably the 30-inch. Here's another prime example on the 618C. This was in the game last game, right? I'm Farming Simulator 19. I think this was the one that was in the game. The 618C, I think. I could be wrong on that one. Don't quote me, but yeah, another 18-row header one, which again, it's not as big as the 16 technically, so. What we doing down here? That's a good question. What are we doing down here? It appears he has just stopped. Well, okay then. Maybe get some GPS going here, everyone, and we'll do a little combine driving ourselves here. Oh, that was the wrong button. I turned the GPS off. I meant to turn it on. There we go. And it was already on. So we need 0-degree course. Auto with that. That actually looks pretty good right there. Roll with it. Ooh, harvester, 23%. No, that's, before I forget, let's repair this. Getting up there. And the header has nothing to do with yield of them, but we're repaired anyway, just so everything is all up and good and running and as it should be, hopefully. Don't mind me. I'm just enjoying the harvesting here. Anyway, how's that potato harvester looking? Oh, he's still rolling yet. Okay, I was gonna say, wait a minute. There's a potato harvester over there too. I've got the potato harvester. I actually had both potato harvesters. That one lined up and ready to go on the 2 outer fields here. But then, yeah, as you noted last episode, we had a little bit of a problem with that, and I wasn't actually necessarily planning on getting them going last episode. Everyone, I figured we'd take a little break from harvesting the potatoes, right? And then once we do get going here, we'll have to set up some auto drive routes for those as well. The one over here for field 23, 22, 23, and 26 of them, that shouldn't be too hard. I don't know how much of a problem it'll be with the one over here either, but we'll get some auto drive courses set up of them. And as a reminder, we're going to be offloading most of that corn into the newer potato chip factories. That one. Parking brake release. What? That was weird. Not sure what happened there, but okay. So far, I had to unload the potato harvester once here, by the way, already, so getting a fair number of potatoes off that just little section right there. Okay, anyway, we'll read a few comments here in a moment. Actually, I haven't seen the comments myself here yet on the last episode, so let's see what we have. Hetro saying, great video. That is interesting how a combine can take sunflower seeds from the head. Those sunflower heads are fairly heavy and the seeds are small. Yes, combines in general are just kind of amazing how they work. For those of you maybe not familiar with how a combine works, let's see if I can explain it here as simply as we can. Starting with the head in this case, Evan. This head, of course, is very specifically designed for sunflowers. And myself in particular, Evan, I am not familiar with sunflower harvesting. I'm guessing this head is more akin to a stripping head, everyone, where it's designed to strip just the sunflower head off the plant. At least I'm assuming that's the idea behind this head anyway. At which point, once it's in the header here, it's fed toward the center where it goes up the feeder housing of the combine there. And that feeds it up into the front of, in this case, the rotor of this combine. So when we say a rotor, everyone, basically down the center of this combine, there's a great big rotor that does all the threshing. So basically a combine is a threshing machine, essentially, everyone. I don't know, I guess with sunflowers is threshing? I don't know. Anyway, like doing wheat, barley, that type of thing, everyone. Familiar with the old-fashioned threshing machines, right? So yeah, anyway, when you got the rotor there, that is designed to thresh the crop, essentially, or sunflower headers in this case. Now, I'm not particularly sure in this case having how the rotor would be set up with, sunflowers. But basically, it's just a great big drum that rotates around. It's got some, and I forget the name of these parts that are on the drum, everyone. Can't think of the name of it at the moment. But anyway, and then you got the concaves, everyone, that surround the drum. The concaves are, trying to think of something we could compare them to here, everyone. Kind of almost like a wire fence, if you will, everyone. It's maybe not the best example, but you basically got all holes in the concaves, the wire bars typically, for the crop to fall through. And then once you're done with the separating part of the combine, everyone, or the threshing part, you go into, I think we call it the separating part of the combine, if I remember correctly. Basically where you separate the good crop, everyone, from the stuff you don't want. So the chaff and anything else that just gets blown out of the back of the combine. I don't know if you can see in here at all. Not really on this combine. Anyway. And then, of course, once it gets blown out the back, I'm going to usually do some sort of chopping system. Varies on depending on what the farmer wants to do with the said chaff that's coming out the back. Or, in the case of maybe wheat, everyone, where they actually want to bale the straw, rather than chopping it, they'll just lay it right out the back, right? Oh, looks like that potato harvester is full. We'll have to get over there and unload that here in a minute. And for the life of me, when I can't think of the name of the back part of the combine here now again. That name escapes me right at this point. Anyway. But yeah, for those who want to know more, of course, there's all kinds of videos on YouTube on how combine work. Quite fascinating on how they work, if you ask me. Yeah, once the clean grain oven is done with the separation, I believe that's this auger right on this side. It's the front one. I'm pretty sure it's the front one. There's the back. I think it's the front one. You got your clean grain elevator, which takes your clean grain from the separating portion of the combine there, and of course it brings it up into the tank. Oh, and then of course I can't forget another important part of the combine here. I don't know if you can actually see it. I don't think that's it down there. Actually, maybe it is. Essentially, I'm going to have a great big blower. Down in the bottom middle of the combine, there's just a great big blower that blows air up through the separating portion of the combine there. And that, of course, is designed to blow the chaff and all the other nonsense. Actually, you know what? I might have to sit in this combine, right? Actually, what's going on over here? Is he over here? Where'd our grain cart go? Oh, he's down here yet. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I bet you I've got to sit in the combine, because if I don't, there's nobody in it. Actually, what I can do is hire a worker. Let's do that. We'll hire a worker, and that should... Yeah, there you go. Now he's moving. That way, when we can get out and actually go take care of the potato harvester here a minute. Speaking of the potato harvester, I think what we'll do once we're done with this, maybe I'll go over right across from this little spot here, and we'll start harvesting that section of the field, get that knocked off. Maybe that'll paint over it to one of the two. Like I said, kind of annoying. I wonder if you use the developer controls, it actually resets your field back to the way it was before he modified it. So that is annoying. Hetro was saying, sorry for your loss on the potatoes. I thought that would be the end, but sadly, we have more potatoes. Yes, they're Hetro, very sadly. And here I thought we were safe, everyone. I thought we were saved. Last episode, the potatoes withered, and then look at that, they're brought back to life. Who in their right mind would bring their potato field back to life? I have to have a talk with that person. Clearly not right. Definitely not right. Okay, let's see how we're looking on the unloading here. I want to get in the combine. Hey, we're unloading. Perfect. Not like right up front we're unloading, but hey, it's working. I'll take it. RC Win was saying, double check your in-game settings. Even with seasons, you should be able to turn off withering. Great videos. Keep them coming. All right, thank you very much for that there, RC Win. Boy, I could be wrong on it. I didn't think there was a setting for withering, but I might have to look into this now here, right? Autosave, yeah, autosave, that doesn't actually work. That's a little crop destruction. No, that's crop destruction. I mean, I guess you could turn that off, everyone. That would turn off withering, wouldn't it? But doesn't that also turn off crop growth then? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Yeah, and in fact, I'm pretty sure that just, I guess we could still go by what it says to do, right? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Outside of turning that off, and I don't think there's like an actual, like, wither on off option to my knowledge. The only thing I'm seeing is that option. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure that essentially just turns off seasons. Which I'm okay with playing with seasons, everyone. It's just kind of the withering's a little bit annoying. It would have been nice, everyone, if my changes to the number of days I put in would have taken effect a little bit sooner. Then I probably would have been okay, everyone, but alas. And by the way, again, for those who didn't see it here, I have it set on a 6-day season here now. Just the amount of time it's taken us to harvest and plant, everyone. Probably should have done this last spring, too. Magnus was saying, sorry for your loss of the potatoes. My deepest condolences. But if you're looking at the sunny side, you can always, and I mean always, plant more. great video as always. Let's see, where's that band button here? Okay, yeah. There we go. Band Magnus. There we go. Anyway. Brian P. was saying, couldn't you just back to the last save and then set the time for 0 and finish the harvest? Yes, I could very much do that one, and I thought about doing that as well. One of those debates where is it easier to use the developer mode to reset the fields, or is it easier to go back and revert to a save game? Yeah, that's a good question, but I don't know. Obviously, in this case, I decided to go with the cheating method, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it, where I just added it back to the field. Uh, 13 Dixie Fried was saying, well, that just gives you more potatoes. I think you're right on that there, Dixie Fried. Now that I reset the fields are now like, almost perfect, I think. And mind you, I mean, they were almost perfect before, too. I mean, we did put some extra work in here this last time around. Mulching and rolling. I guess actually when I say rolling, I did not roll the potato fields, because I don't know you folks, that seems a little stupid to roll your potato fields, but I don't know, maybe do farmers roll their potato fields, everyone? I'm not familiar with potatoes exactly either, so at least not on a farmer scale anyway. Brian was saying, I think you could turn off withering by disabling seasons, and he also says good call on using the development controls. And yeah, we were just looking at that there. Like Brad was saying too, I believe that actually turns off seasons, everyone, which I don't know if I quite want to do that. But and by the way, when it comes to seasons, I mean, I think there's like kind of 2 settings in this, isn't there? You have where you can actually turn off your growth as far as seasons, and then, oh yeah, here it is, your fixed visual month. You can also turn off or on the actual like seasonal changes as well. But those are not necessarily tied to the growth. Christopher was saying good morning and good video. Keep it up. Thank you very much for that. Keith was saying length of season change only takes effect at the beginning of the next season in the game. As I found out, I guess. Yeah. Ben was saying, I remember when you did a lot of harvesters at once. Was it in Farming Simulator 17 or 15? Well, I think I've pretty much done that once, at least once per game, everyone. For those who remember Farming Simulator 19? I think it was 19, everyone. Nowhere, Kansas. I think we pretty much hold the record, everyone, for the most harvesters ever ran on a map, right? I don't remember exactly what we had here again, but I think we had close to, what was that, like 200 some harvesters or something? Yeah, we went just a little crazy on that one. I went just a little crazy. Oh. No, that's not the truck. Okay, where'd the potato harvester go? Oh, he's up there. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, apparently the hired worker doesn't have any sort of collision detection. Everyone. Oh my goodness, I would have thought Giants would have had some sort of collision detection on their hired workers, but like I said, apparently not. I don't know how he got into this truck here. That's kind of weird. Like over here, though. Don't know. Okay, all right, we're back on that. I'm going to head back to the combine here. Nope, missed a little bit. Back it up, back it up. There we go. This is lowered, right? Yep. Of course, it really doesn't look lowered, everyone, but again, assuming this is some sort of stripping head, everyone, sunflower heads are usually up a little bit higher. And the idea behind a stripping style head, again, everyone, is to strip just what you want off the sunflower and try to leave as much of the rest of the plant out of the combine as possible. Again, everyone, the less extra material in the combine, typically the better the threshing process is. And then also, I mean, you should be able to run faster as well. Everything should be faster about it. Let's see, McElroy said hi. Hi there, McElroy. Oh, we're almost full here again. Where's the grain cart at? Oh, I think he's just sitting over there waiting to unload. Perfect. I'm not sure why he doesn't follow us. I noticed, like, with a hired worker, the hired worker typically auto drive is following the combine a little bit closer, but in our case, I guess not. Breaks my heart. It really does. Not. Okay, 95% that are auto drive. Seems like you should at least maybe be on your way by now. Just saying. And we are full. We're almost done. I'm going a couple more passes here. It'll be done. Don't think we'll quite finish up here this episode, but we'll definitely finish up here between episodes. I mean, like I said, I'm not sure what we're going to come back for next episode. We'll have to see once here. Maybe we'll start the potato harvesting, everyone. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe, you know, we'll try to come up with some other sort of other excuse. Help me out, everyone. Help me out. What do we got for excuse so we don't have to harvest the potatoes, everyone? Not saying. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. You got to be in the combine, everyone, or a hired worker. Otherwise, auto. I keep forgetting about that, everyone. Oh, boy. Oops. There he comes. Now he's on his way. Well, anyway, I think that seems like a pretty good spot to wrap it up here for this episode. Yes, there he's coming. Like I said, I'm always forgetting. I got to stay in the combine. Otherwise, auto drive doesn't. That's the one thing it'd be nice to change, everyone. That was never a thing with Courseplay. Courseplay didn't care if you were in and out, but auto drive, something about you have to be in the combine. So, oh well. Anyway, like I said, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.